Hello, I'm Dr. Mohit Kara. I'm a urologist and men's health specialist, and over the past 2 decades I've dedicated my career to helping men restore their vitality, confidence, and quality of life. Many men believe that after the age of 60 or 70, their sexual health and stamina are gone forever. But that's not true. With the right knowledge, lifestyle choices, and natural support, men can continue to enjoy a fulfilling intimate life well into their later years. Got it? You want me to expand the first keynote of your script, written in Dr. Mohit Kara's style, without headings and without an introductory section, up to around 500 words. Here's the expanded version. As men age beyond 60 and into their 70s, one of the most common concerns I hear in my clinic is about stamina, both in daily energy and in sexual performance. Many believe that declining strength and weaker erections are simply a natural and irreversible part of aging. While it's true that changes occur in the body over time, testosterone levels decline gradually, blood vessels may lose elasticity, and overall muscle mass decreases. The idea that nothing can be done is a misconception. The human body has remarkable resilience, and with the right lifestyle choices and nutritional strategies, men can maintain vitality and even restore much of what they think has been lost. One of the key areas we focus on is vascular health. Erections depend entirely on blood flow, and the penis acts as a mirror for overall cardiovascular function. If blood vessels are stiff or clogged, erections become weaker. In contrast, when circulation is strong and arteries remain flexible, erections improve. That is why dietary choices play such a central role in sustaining stamina after 70. A poor diet can accelerate vascular aging, while the right foods can actually reverse some of the damage and restore proper function. The banana, often overlooked as a simple snack, provides several nutrients that directly impact vascular and sexual health. Potassium in bananas helps regulate blood pressure by balancing sodium in the body. Most men consume far too much sodium from processed foods, leading to higher blood pressure and vascular strain. By increasing potassium intake, you counteract this imbalance, reduce blood pressure, and improve blood vessel relaxation. Magnesium, also found in bananas, helps prevent arterial stiffness, ensuring blood can flow freely when you need it most. These nutrients may seem small, but combined with consistent habits, they create profound effects on stamina and sexual vitality. Beyond nutrients, bananas also provide natural carbohydrates for sustained energy. Many men over 70 complain of fatigue, and fatigue itself is a major contributor to reduced sexual interest and performance. A banana before light exercise, such as a walk or a short resistance workout, can provide the fuel necessary to sustain energy levels without the crash that processed sugars cause. Pairing a banana with protein or healthy fats, like nuts, further stabilizes blood sugar and supports hormone balance. This combination enhances not just general energy, but also performance in intimate settings. It's also important to understand the psychological effect of feeling strong and energized. When men notice that small changes, like eating the right foods, lead to improved erections, better stamina during the day, and greater confidence, this creates a powerful cycle of motivation. They begin to move more, sleep better, and make even healthier choices. Over time, these habits accumulate and help restore the vigor many believed was gone forever. The reality is that aging doesn't have to mean surrendering vitality. Simple, consistent strategies like incorporating bananas correctly into the diet, maintaining an active lifestyle, and protecting vascular health can allow men over 70 to continue enjoying rock-hard erections, steady stamina, and a fulfilling quality of life. When it comes to stamina and erections after the age of 70, one of the most crucial factors is the health of the blood vessels. Erections are a vascular event. They rely on the ability of arteries to expand and deliver blood rapidly and efficiently. If circulation is compromised, the body struggles to deliver oxygen-rich blood to the penile tissue, leading to weak or short-lived erections. This is why I often emphasize that erectile health is not just about testosterone, it is a window into a man's cardiovascular health. In fact, erectile dysfunction can often precede heart disease by several years, acting as an early warning signal. For men in their 60s and 70s, recognizing this connection is vital, because protecting erections also means protecting the heart and overall stamina. Dietary interventions are one of the most powerful ways to maintain vascular health. Foods that lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve nitric oxide production directly enhance erectile performance. Nitric oxide is a molecule produced naturally in the body that relaxes blood vessel walls, allowing blood to flow more freely. Without adequate nitric oxide, even healthy arteries cannot deliver enough circulation during arousal. Potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants are some of the key nutrients that support this process, and they are abundantly found in fruits like bananas. That's why I encourage men to view food as medicine. What you put into your body daily determines whether your erections improve or decline. Another overlooked aspect is physical activity. Men over 70 sometimes fear that exercise will strain their bodies, but the reality is that light to moderate activity is exactly what strengthens the cardiovascular system. Something as simple as a brisk 20-minute walk after meals improves circulation, enhances insulin sensitivity, and keeps weight under control. Excess body fat, especially around the abdomen, reduces testosterone, increases inflammation, and makes erectile difficulties more common. The more active a man is, the stronger his vascular system becomes, and the greater his stamina in all aspects of life. Sleep is another pillar that cannot be ignored. Deep, restorative sleep is when testosterone is produced, blood vessels repair, and the brain resets. Men who sleep poorly often experience fatigue, low libido, and difficulty maintaining erections. Simple practices like maintaining a consistent bedtime, reducing late-night screen use, and avoiding heavy meals before sleep can dramatically improve hormonal balance and energy levels. Stress management also plays a major role. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, a hormone that interferes with testosterone and damages blood vessels over time. Techniques such as meditation, controlled breathing, and even gentle yoga can lower stress and improve both mental clarity and physical stamina. I often remind men that intimacy is as much psychological as it is physical. Feeling calm, confident, and present is essential for strong performance. When you combine all these factors, dietary improvements, regular activity, quality sleep, and stress control, you build a foundation for sexual health that lasts well beyond 70. Erections become stronger, stamina increases, and most importantly, overall health improves. These simple, yet powerful adjustments remind us that aging is not about decline, but about making choices that allow vitality to continue flourishing. Do you want me to continue and expand the third keynote the same way, around 500 words? Or do you want me to first compile all expanded keynotes together into one continuous script? One of the most misunderstood aspects of stamina and erections in older men is the role of hormones, particularly testosterone. After the age of 30, testosterone levels gradually decline by about 1% per year, and by the time a man reaches 70, his levels may be significantly lower than in his younger years. This reduction affects energy, muscle strength, mood, and of course, sexual performance. But what many don't realize is that testosterone is not the only hormone involved. A delicate balance exists between testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, and other regulatory hormones. When this balance shifts unfavorably, men begin to notice fatigue, loss of motivation, and difficulties with erections. Understanding how to support hormonal health naturally is essential for sustaining stamina after 70. One of the first strategies involves nutrition. Certain foods naturally support testosterone production by providing the building blocks necessary for hormone synthesis. Bananas, for example, contain vitamin B6, which helps in the production of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a role in sexual desire. They also contain bromelain, an enzyme that may support testosterone levels indirectly by reducing inflammation. Pairing bananas with foods rich in zinc, such as nuts or seeds, further enhances hormonal support because zinc is a critical mineral for testosterone synthesis. Small dietary choices like this, repeated consistently, can influence hormone balance in a positive way. Exercise is another major factor in regulating hormones. Resistance training, even with light weights, stimulates testosterone production and preserves lean muscle mass. Muscle is metabolically active tissue, meaning it burns more calories at rest and keeps metabolism strong. Maintaining muscle through exercise helps keep fat levels lower, and this is important because excess fat tissue converts testosterone into estrogen. For men over 70, this conversion can become a serious issue, further reducing testosterone availability and impairing erections. By incorporating simple strength training twice a week, combined with daily walking or aerobic activity, men can maintain the hormonal balance needed for energy and sexual function. Sleep, once again, is closely tied to hormones. Most testosterone production occurs during deep sleep cycles. Men who sleep less than 5 or 6 hours per night often have significantly reduced testosterone levels, compared to those who get consistent 7 to 8 hours. Prioritizing sleep is not only about rest. It is about giving the body the time it needs to restore hormones naturally. Small adjustments like sleeping in a dark, quiet environment, reducing caffeine intake in the evening, and keeping a consistent bedtime routine can make a significant difference. Finally, managing stress is essential because cortisol, the stress hormone, directly competes with testosterone. Chronic stress, whether from financial concerns, health worries, or isolation, suppresses testosterone production and contributes to erectile dysfunction. Mindfulness practices, time outdoors, and maintaining social connections all help reduce cortisol and restore balance. When men recognize that stamina and erections are not only about blood flow but also about hormonal health, they gain a new perspective. By nourishing the body with the right foods, staying active, sleeping well, and managing stress, it is entirely possible to support testosterone and maintain rock-hard erections even after 70. Another critical element in sustaining stamina and sexual performance after the age of 70 is the health of the mind. Too often, when men talk about erectile issues or fatigue, they think only of the physical body, testosterone levels, blood flow, muscle strength. While these are undeniably important, the psychological component of sexual health is just as essential. The brain is the most powerful sexual organ. Desire, confidence, stress, anxiety, and self-perception all play a decisive role in how a man experiences intimacy, and this becomes even more relevant as men age. Performance anxiety is one of the most common psychological barriers to strong erections. A man may have the physical ability to perform, but if he doubts himself, anticipates failure, or feels ashamed of age-related changes, the brain can interfere with the body's natural response. This anxiety raises adrenaline and cortisol, which constrict blood vessels and make erections more difficult to achieve. Breaking this cycle requires not only reassurance, but also a shift in mindset. Men who approach intimacy with calmness, openness, and confidence often perform far better than those who carry fear or pressure into the moment. Maintaining mental stamina also means keeping the brain sharp and engaged outside of the bedroom. Activities that stimulate the mind, learning a new skill, playing music, solving puzzles, or even engaging in meaningful social interactions, support cognitive health and reduce the risk of memory decline. A sharp, confident mind contributes directly to sexual vitality because it strengthens motivation, curiosity, and emotional connection. When men feel purposeful and mentally active, they are more likely to carry that same energy into their intimate lives. Another important psychological factor is emotional connection with a partner. Many men underestimate how intimacy changes over time. After 70, physical performance may not always mirror what it was decades earlier, but deeper levels of closeness, affection, and communication can actually enhance sexual experiences. Men who openly discuss their needs and listen to their partners' desires often find that intimacy improves, even if the physical aspects are different. Emotional health and sexual health are inseparable, one fuels the other. Stress management, once again, becomes a cornerstone. Chronic stress does not only harm blood vessels and hormones, it also clouds the mind with worry and drains energy. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, or simply spending quiet time in nature can restore balance to the nervous system. By calming the mind, stress reduction creates the conditions for stronger, longer-lasting erections and improved stamina. Finally, cultivating a positive outlook on aging itself is essential. Men who view aging as a decline often give up too early, assuming that sexual health is behind them. But those who see aging as an opportunity to live with wisdom, balance, and renewed priorities often maintain sexual vitality much longer. Optimism, confidence, and resilience are powerful medicines that no prescription can replace. In truth, the mind is as critical as the body when it comes to stamina after 70. When men nurture psychological well-being, reduce stress, build emotional intimacy, and approach aging with confidence, their ability to achieve rock-hard erections and sustain energy improves dramatically. One of the often overlooked but absolutely vital aspects of maintaining stamina and sexual vitality after 70 is the role of lifestyle habits beyond diet and exercise. Small daily routines, when practiced consistently, have a cumulative effect that can either enhance or diminish a man's ability to perform. Habits related to hydration, alcohol consumption, smoking, and even daily posture can make a significant difference in energy levels, circulation, and erectile quality. Hydration, for instance, is one of the simplest yet most neglected factors. Blood is made primarily of water, and dehydration makes blood thicker, circulation slower, and erections weaker. Many older men unconsciously reduce their water intake to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom. But in doing so, they limit the very foundation of good circulation. Drinking adequate water throughout the day not only keeps blood flow strong, but also supports kidney and heart function, which are essential for stamina and erectile strength. Another habit that can either help or harm is alcohol consumption. While a small amount of alcohol may relax the mind and reduce social anxiety, excessive drinking is one of the leading causes of erectile dysfunction. Alcohol depresses the nervous system, reduces testosterone levels, and interferes with the brain's ability to send signals required for an erection. For men in their 70s, even moderate drinking can have a stronger impact because the body processes alcohol more slowly with age. Limiting alcohol intake and reserving it for occasional, small servings allows the body to function more efficiently and supports both energy and performance. Smoking is perhaps the most destructive habit for sexual health because it directly damages blood vessels. Nicotine and other chemicals in cigarettes narrow arteries and reduce the body's ability to deliver blood where it is needed. The penis has some of the smallest arteries in the body, which means it is often the first place men notice the effects of vascular damage. Quitting smoking at any age, even after decades, immediately begins to improve circulation and reduces the risk of erectile dysfunction. Posture and movement patterns may seem unrelated, but they are deeply connected to stamina. Prolonged sitting, especially in older men, reduces blood flow to the pelvic region and weakens the muscles that support erections, such as the pelvic floor. Standing, stretching, and walking regularly prevent this stagnation. Incorporating pelvic floor exercises, often known as Kegels, can specifically strengthen the muscles that control blood flow to the penis, improving rigidity and control during intimacy. All these lifestyle habits, while seemingly small, act together to either enhance or limit performance. When men stay hydrated, moderate or avoid alcohol, quit smoking, and stay active in their daily posture and movement, they create an internal environment where both stamina and erections can thrive. The beauty of these adjustments is that they don't require medications or expensive treatments. They simply require awareness and consistency. Over time, these changes add up to profound improvements, allowing men over 70 to reclaim confidence, enjoy better energy, and experience hard erections with natural ease. Sustaining stamina and sexual vitality after the age of 70 also depends on how men approach prevention and long-term health monitoring. Too often, men wait until problems become severe before seeking medical advice. They may ignore signs of fatigue, low libido, or weaker erections, assuming these are just part of aging. In reality, these symptoms are signals from the body, often pointing to underlying conditions that can be managed or even reversed if addressed early. Taking a proactive approach, rather than a reactive one, is one of the most powerful strategies for maintaining performance and confidence well into later years. Regular medical checkups are essential because erectile health is directly tied to overall health. Conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol silently damage blood vessels and nerves over time, making erections weaker and stamina lower. By monitoring these conditions closely and keeping them under control, men protect both their heart and their sexual function. In fact, treating these underlying issues often leads to noticeable improvements in erections and energy without any additional interventions. Another preventive measure is monitoring hormone levels. While testosterone naturally declines with age, excessively low levels can have a profound impact on energy, mood, and sexual performance. Routine blood tests help identify imbalances that may need to be corrected. Sometimes, lifestyle changes alone, such as weight management, better sleep, and nutrition, are enough to restore balance. In other cases, carefully supervised medical treatments may be appropriate. The key is awareness. Men cannot address what they don't measure. Nutrition also plays a preventive role beyond providing daily energy. Foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and fiber protect against inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which accelerate aging and damage blood vessels. Bananas, leafy greens, berries, nuts, and fish are not just beneficial in the short term, they help preserve long-term vitality. A diet that consistently protects the heart will also preserve erectile function, because the same vascular pathways are involved. It is also important to recognize the role of early intervention in lifestyle changes. Quitting smoking in your 40s is better than quitting in your 60s, but quitting at 70 still provides measurable benefits. Beginning regular walks today is far better than waiting for fatigue to become overwhelming. Even modest improvements add up over time, and the earlier men take responsibility for their health, the easier it becomes to sustain stamina. Finally, prevention is not only physical but also emotional. Loneliness, isolation, and depression can silently erode vitality. Men who maintain strong social connections, engage with their families, and nurture relationships with partners often live longer, healthier, and more satisfying lives. Sexual health thrives in an environment of connection and joy, not isolation and stress. When men commit to prevention, through regular medical monitoring, healthy nutrition, active lifestyles, and emotional well-being, they create a foundation that sustains both stamina and sexual performance long after 70. By staying ahead of problems instead of chasing them, men not only preserve their erections but also extend the quality and vitality of their entire life.